I got a topic. Okay, I got a topic. So we were me and Alex were, no, Ron was there too. Okay, we should classify warframes between Sky High Logic, Hero, and Sidekick.
Nova Man.
Do you think? Who do you think?
Nova,
Okay.
Sidekick.
But what we talked about earlier, I don't know if you remember, Ronald, there are hybrids.
That's
between
true.
Who could be a hero and sidekick? Like example, we said that Drogos and who was it?
Drogos and Strix.
No, it wasn't Strix. It was Drogos and Bomb King. We said that they, even though I classified if you're damaging frontline hero, if you're flank and support sidekick, but there are some that can be both. Like in damage, Drogos and Bomb King.
Wait, actually, hold on. No, Maeve is a sidekick.
Maeve would be a sidekick.
Maeve would be a sidekick.
Exactly. Okay, you see it too, right? Yeah. You
she got some goofy damage. I like
right.
Maeve, but
she can't roll out like that. Anyway, so Warframe. Warframes. Okay, pick 5 Warframes that you think would be heroes. No, actually 6. 3 heroes, 3 sidekicks. What do you think?
Okay.
Nova's definitely a hero.
We'll start with Trey.
I can't say that Nova's a hero though. I don't know. Like
I
Nova,
can't either.
She got
Nova
the
can be
damage,
good.
but like she's more. You can tell she's more on the support side, so I put her on support for me.
Well, okay. Here's another thing. We classify them by just as far as just picking up the frame and going. I forgot to say that.
Oh, well, hero is definitely Rhino. That nigga's just the all might of Warframe. That nigga's a god too.
That's fair.
True.
So another hero would be Excal. He's just a hero, like that, the poster boy. But I'm not gonna count that one. That's
Debatable. A lot of people are shitty.
No, that's a hero. No,
I'm not gonna count him though, cause that's kind of easy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't count like Excal.
Saren's not that easy, to be honest. Like, not a lot of people know how to play with her.
Hero, though. Just so she can just run through niggas. Yeah.
Not a lot of people know how to play with her, though.
I'm gonna count her as a hero. The new Saren is really broken. You could probably pick it up pretty easily.
Oh, true. Full Saren was pretty.
Banshee, I can see he's a hero. Now for
Sidekick.
You already did 3?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rhino, Saren, and Banshee. Now for sidekicks. Now this one's more difficult because a lot of friends should be heroes in my opinion, but for sidekicks, Bolt, sidekick.
You're right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Who was another sidekick?
Neja.
Nidus is by himself. I can't even call that nigga a hero. I think he's all by himself.
That's a god.
What's another sidekick? Ooh, Nyx, sidekick.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's fair.
Wukong, sidekick.
Oh, that's really fair. Yeah, I agree.
I never play with Wukong, so I don't know.
Wukong is one of those characters where you know what the ability is, but if you don't know how to use it.
I got all his
makes
ultra frames, he's the most of a sidekick.
Because his damage is kind of broke right now because Impact doesn't do anything. Yeah, Ivar's the hero.
Your turn,
Go
Senna.
ahead. Who's next, Ronald or Senna?
Yeah, I'll let Ronald go because I'm still trying to think about mine. Because I know all the frames and all their abilities, so I just gotta cycle.
So for me, Nidus, he's definitely a hero, hands down.
I can say he could survive himself. Yeah. But wait, what are we classifying as hero? I know we're not talking about personality.
Something that
a frame you could just pick
up.
up and already be the GOAT with, like just from the very start.
We gotta leave.
Oh yeah, you're
That
right.
was the first 2 waves.
So, that's one. What other frame? Definitely not Neja. Neja is definitely a sidekick.
I say Neja's a sidekick as well.
Debatable.
Is he easy to pick up and go? I can say, well now, no. If you picked up Neja before and then came back, yes.
Yeah, I was supposed to say before. Yeah, if you had the experience with Neja, definitely.
Let's see. Ash, I have to give him sidekick. Not gonna lie.
I could see that too. I could see that too.
Only because the
new Blade Storm is not very easy for some people. They don't know you can click it twice.
Loki, oh my god, he is a sidekick.
Side character.
Yeah, no, that's
yeah, that doesn't even count. Side character.
Filler art character. Fuck Loki.
Necros, most definitely a fucking sidekick.
Sidekick! As fuck! That's the side boy. Yeah, I guess.
Trinity.
Yeah, that.
Ah,
Okay,
most of my
what's
friends are
another way to
sidekicks.
Actually, another way to actually like clear this up, or how to classify, would be if the augments are absolute must to make the character good.
That is
True.
also very true. If they need an augment, their sidekick is fucked.
Need an augment, or the augment makes them like that's what makes them
Better,
either god,
yeah.
either from trash to beyond decent, or from decent to god.
I agree.
Seeking Shuriken Ash is a god. I don't care what nobody says. That nigga.
Oh, I agree.
Let's
Alright,
see.
I got my 3.
Oberon.
Wait, did you finish your last one?
Oberon, I think that he's a hero. Like Oberon
Yeah,
and Trinity, I
I
could
could
see
see
him as
that
heroes.
I could see that. Trinity, maybe. It depends on how they play Trinity.
True. But you can pick
That's
up
why I would
Trinity and
say
just
sidekick.
survive, so that's why I think that you could be a hero. You might not be like as good as like in-game Trinities, but you could still pick her up and still be the goat with her.
Yeah, oh shit, I'm still Nejo.
Your turn.
There's Trinity. Why?
Doorstep.
Hide the key.
Must defend our equipment
What?
until reinforcements.
Why would you do that?
Oh,
Ooh, he has a halo that goes to everybody.
thank you. Is there another Nejo?
Yep.
You fucking faggot. Ew! Don't give me that fucking bubble, you goddamn loser!
Damn.
Oh my god, his bubble isn't even as good as mine. The fuck? Pop this shit. I'm gonna go sit in front of somebody. Like, fuck
Damn.
this. This ugly ass color. Anyways, my 3. Okay, I'm gonna go with heroes. Number 1, hero, Chroma. Number 2, hero.
I didn't want to bring Chroma. That nigga was too easy. Of course, that nigga a goddamn hero.
Number 2 for
He's
heroes.
the endeavor to the all might.
Oh, I got it. Titanium. Yeah, that's a hero. Number 3, hero,
Oh, that's the
Octavia.
support hero.
That bitch is a god. That,
I didn't play this Octavia.
I never played with her.
she can go in. I'm just saying, Octavia can really just destroy. Sidekick! That is definitely hero!
Damn. I could see
I
it
love
though.
Hero,
Yeah,
but I'm not
definitely.
gonna say. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that Hero. As far as like what they hyped him up to be, I can't say he really lives that if you really don't know anything about Hero. Number
He's
2.
not the good god.
Yep. Not Chroma. Boobon! Sidekick! As fuck. Now he can do really good damage. Now with the incapacitation thing, but the thing is you need your allies in order to kind of distract enemies from what you're setting up. That's my only gripe with him. And third sidekick. This has to be the wimpiest of the wimpy. You know what? I'm just gonna say it, Korra. I'm not gonna lie. That's the sidekick.
Korra.
Nobody even uses
Yeah.
Korra like.
There's a reason. Korra is actually a lot more. You see, we always watch Alex doing Korra stuff, but the thing is, Korra is a lot more technically advanced than you would expect. So a lot of people who would walk in, they just think like, oh, I'm just gonna whip the shit out of everybody and use my fourth. Well, if you use like her second, you can group together enemies in order to do like one whip and kill like 10 enemies grouped together. And then her Venari, you can use Venari to heal and damage whoever's chained or whatever else. But the thing is, you wouldn't know that until a couple of like waves of practice before. I didn't know that until recently. And you have to apply more range in order for her second to just get over here, people.
Damn.
Oh, so she's
Yeah.
a range and damage. Oh, damn, she's range
Definitely
damage.
range and damage.
And
Kind of
what's it
duration.
called?
Kind of. More range and damage though, because none of her abilities really last that long. Because if they do, they're not really doing much on the field. So. I wish this bubble would pop. I really don't need for this Nejo. I'm sorry, your bubble is ass.
How about Revenant? What would you classify him as?
Revenant? That's a good question because it really depends on your interpretation of what you want to do with Revenant. He's one of the frames where you can just kind of do like whatever. Like with Edja, you can either be support or damage. It just depends on your interpretation of Revenant. I would say he is hero, just because he has the ability Mesmer Skin, which makes him... Alright, look, Queen, chill. Distracting the fuck out of me. Anyways, so, Mesmer Skin, it's basically Rhino Skin, but honestly it's a lot better because you have about... Depending on your damage, you have a certain amount of strikes you can take, and anybody who hits you during Mesmer Skin gets, turned into one of your thrall.
Oh damn.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's not like every single hit is like every other hit. So there's an invincibility frame and then a hit and then it'll count in a run. So I have about 8 hits, and it
Continue
honestly
to
takes a
defend.
while for
You will be rewarded
8
for
successful
your
hits to
bravery.
really go through. So I would give him hero, but
He could also be a sidekick at the same time.
yeah, he's one of those hybrids because it just somebody could pick him up and think like, oh,
It's
I need to do
hero
this.
time!
You already know that they're just gonna use the fucking Eidolon beams. That's all they're gonna try to use.
Right, that's another thing. That's why I would make him a sidekick, because the Eidolon beams don't do anything unless you really understand what you're doing with them. Personally, I don't think the Eidolon beams were meant to be spammed. I think they were meant for quick bursts like Kaioken.
Makes sense. Like Valkyrie
Because after a
also.
little bit they... Yeah, because after a little bit... No, worse than Valkyrie. After a little
damn.
bit they stop doing a huge amount of damage.
Okay.
Yeah. So... I would definitely give him sidekick. Potential hero. Ah, kind of both. I'll put him in the both category.
So what about anime characters? If you had to rate them like hero to sidekick.
I don't know, there's so many and a lot of them are just trash depending on the universe they're in.
You right. Man, you already know. My boy Mineta, he's a fucking hero. Fuck you,
They're lucky that world doesn't really take sidekicks too serious, otherwise he'd be looking like Night Eye over here.
Man, Mineta's a goat. Trey, I'm sorry, man, but Kaminari is a fucking sidekick.
That's a sidekick right there. Yeah, that's a sidekick.
Eventually, though, he'll be like the goatiest hero.
I think Che muted himself. But
Oh, damn.
That's a sidekick.
Like, eventually, though, he'll be a hero. Give him like a lot of training.
Oh yeah, Che's not even here.
Damn. Well, guess I gotta tell him that when he gets back.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, what's another thing?
Trying to think of new frames.
Okay, we'll get on that. What is one frame that would beat another frame and why?
Atlas beats everybody because that fucking strength. One Punch Man.
I don't 100% agree with that actually.
Most frames then. Well, at least like ones with like shitty armor. One shot.
It depends, because alright, you gotta really list like what frame would beat what other frame. That's what I meant. And why?
Let me see.
I can go if you want.
Yeah, you go first. I gotta think.
I say Ivar would beat Loki.
Why is that?
Reason is because not just because of Artemis Bow, she has more like as far as PvP Ivara, if we're doing that. PvP Ivara has more
She has more stuff
like,
up her sleeve.
she has
Yeah.
more tactical arsenal that would work against
Like she
Loki.
could
And
just
her
stay on like a
invisibility
zip
is little
line,
better.
and then she could just fucking like kill Loki if he's like trying to get the drop on her. Like they don't
also,
even like. What was that?
Loki's invisibility is worse than Ivar's, and Ivar can trace people a lot better. So she has a better like enemy sense, for example. So she'll just know where people are at, including, I would assume, Loki, even if he's totally invisible. And Loki's invisibility when Last is on, so I'd say she could quickly erase her existence while Loki would like hide his.
Yeah, it makes sense. And then the switch teleport won't really do anything.
Right. Yeah, that's another thing. Even a decoy. Let's
The
say
decoy
he
will
puts
get
up a
dropped.
decoy. Well, even that, Ivar has navigators, so let's say she manipulates navigator. She can shoot through the decoy, find Loki, kill Loki.
True.
Because Loki's usually, assuming that Loki would play like this, Loki wouldn't be too far from the decoy.
That is true.
And the navigator can just run around forever. And you can do it while still invisible, so while Loki's trying to struggle to
Find you, then
Ivar,
basically.
yeah.
Are we talking about lore base?
No,
I
we're
think
saying
there's
what
lore
frame would
based.
beat
Like what frame
and
would be
why.
another?
I know, but we're talking about, are we saying versus but with lore?
If it was lore
No,
based,
skill
Gara
based.
beats everybody.
Yeah, it's low base.
Who beats everybody?
Gara.
Apparently, Gara is the strongest word frame ever.
Yes,
I thought it was Gara and Gara. So there was Hyphen of Wukong, and I thought it was Nidus as well.
I haven't heard anything about Wukong just because Wukong was a lab Warframe, so there's not really much about him, Zephyr, or
Valkyrie.
Neja. Not Neja. Valkyrie's mag, just fucked up.
Oh, damn. Oh, that's why she has the rip line, right?
Yeah, and that's if you look at Mace is also a part of it too. If you look at Valkyrie, Mag, and Mace all together, you will see through mags.
Let's go home.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, they even have the same body type.
So Mag is out here
I don't know if I can
just
make my
being
kid like-
you.
Well, even as a girl,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree. Ivara would kill Loki. Also, his invisibility doesn't last as long, so assuming that he still has the duration, but I have to
If
become
we're
invisible
talking
for a
about
second.
all the stealth frames,
So
we're
Ibarra
just
versus
saying- no, we're
Ash
just saying,
now.
like-
I'm thinking about all the stealth frames now because there's Ash, Ivara, Loki,
Loki, Octavia.
Loki. If I'm being okay, I'm not gonna say that.
I have a question.
Wukong would kind of be a stealth frame too, even though he's not really.
Yeah, for the Cloud Walker. That's true.
Yeah.
So who do you think
Kinda,
would win?
I don't know. If I saw a moving cloud, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's true.
But is that how is that what the description says? It's actually like moving cloud.
It is a moving cloud.
I thought he just took to the heavens.
No, he
It's
just.
just a dark
Like,
moving
yes,
cloud, man.
that is the phrasing of it, but he turns into a cloud.
Oh, well, then yeah.
So who do you think will win,
Never
Necros
mind.
or Atlas?
Boy, Atlas, yo, one punch stuff out of there.
But the shadows, though.
Necklace.
He gonna one punch
We're
through the
not-
shadows.
We're not doing augments.
Oh, okay,
Oh
damn.
yeah, so they won't take the damage from you.
Yeah. At that, those shadows don't do much. I'm just saying.
I've
And-
never seen the one punch build. I'm just going off a hype right now.
Oh, you haven't seen me as Atlas walking around just like doosh.
Nah, I don't. Wait, is that an actual like exalted stance for Atlas?
No, it's
Nah, it's just his first ability, man.
ability. His first ability is a
Oh.
lunging punch.
What's his for?
The Rumblers.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, the Rumblers aren't too bad. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't. There's just no point in using him because Atlas fairly has like 3 other abilities that are just more
Until reinforcements arrive.
less consuming, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I gotta form a whole nother frame, and I haven't even got Revenant. Oh my god. Either I've got to get that. I hope they don't mess up their pick.
Nyx or Trinity? Who do you think will win?
Nyx or Trinity?
Nyx or-
Oh, that's a weird pairing. Nyx.
Wait, Nick? Oh,
And
Nyx.
why?
Nyx.
Nick.
Warframes
we're
can be mind
actually trying to-
controlled.
Yeah, if we're actually trying to give her a youthful ability and not how she is in the game, Nyx.
Because Nyx, Warframes can be mind controlled.
Even
That's how,
if Trinity linked with Nyx would mind control Trinity, and then, I don't know, what, they could link with herself?
I just saw about the energy vampire,
No,
like what she
not
stopped it.
not even link wise. I just say that Nyx does not have range with mind control or chaos or like mind control is an overall. Yeah, because Nyx's chaos is an airborne illness, I guess you could say. Like, you know, it's airborne, so you could be hit with it and not even know what you're going against if it came down to a fight.
Another person that could probably resist with his mind control would probably be Nidus, and that's just because he's infested.
That is true, because I believe Nidus' body moves on its own in a way. Here's a good one. Nidus or Chroma? And why?
Like, are we talking about max stack Nidus?
Just in a fair fight, knowing their abilities. No stats involved. Knowing how you see both of the frames, who would win and why?
Question: can Chroma just change his energy color on like the fly?
Was it solos?
Sure.
Teams
Yeah.
are pretty good.
Probably
I have not
Chroma
solos in a
then.
while.
Why Chroma?
Because like he could just keep changing like his stats. Like for example, if he was like if he needed more health, he'll just switch to like a different energy. And he could just burn
Yeah, but
Chroma,
that's
for
60,
example.
That's 60 seconds. That's still a set amount of seconds
I
in
would
that
still be
energy.
playing Storm right now if I didn't get kicked out the
That's
servers
true.
every time I got into the
I mean, but still, if he just is like a fire Chroma, like Nidus is still infected per se.
servers are up. It's just they
That
have
has to work
errors a
him though,
lot.
so his bugs, yes, will be affected, but not him himself.
True, but that means that he could take out most of his other abilities with the fire Chroma, I think.
I don't think Verlin should burn.
Bro, did you see how much effective that was? That has to be one big old flamethrower to actually affect that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because Chroma doesn't
Look
have like
how,
a flame like
look
that.
how fast Nidus himself regenerate without virulence.
That's
That's
true.
also very true. Yeah, because he does have that. Oh yeah, because he's the healing factor. That's true.
But I heard Effigy is pretty ass.
Don't do that.
You right.
I
Look,
would say.
Effigies, I like Effigy. I think that ability is pretty good, especially when it comes to defenses because it has basically a radial blind effect on enemies. It'll stun them. It can push them off the point. Like if Chroma was in Paladin, best freaking frontline ever. But
Yeah, I can
anyways,
see it.
he would just.
Oh,
cool.
you want to continue or back out?
Yeah, continue.
We're gonna continue.
Keep fighting.
Talking right now, anyways.
Opportunity
But,
to extract here soon.
I like Chroma's fourth. Now, if it actually scaled off of Vex armor, I can see how that can make it better.
Yeah, I agree.
But I do like that ability. I do like.
I feel Nidus would win only because
crossplay?
I don't feel Virulence would burn per se. I feel like even if it did burn, Chroma wouldn't be able to put out enough heat to stop constant waves from Virulence because, yeah, let's say you take out one wave of Virulence, yeah, but it's not like Nidus
Can only
can't
use it once.
spam
He can
Virulence,
spam
you
it.
know what I'm saying?
Cause he gets
Yeah,
like
it's
more
not like a
energy
one-stop
back.
thing.
Like he gets more
That's
energy back from
gameplay
actually
mechanics,
using
but
it.
I think Nidus can use Virulence until he actually like runs out of biomass like Alex. Murphy.
Right, exactly,
True.
because it comes from his body, and that's why Virulence gives you energy. I feel like that's why it gives you energy back after you use it.
Now this
Which
is
eventually
headcanon,
turns
but
in.
it makes sense.
Right. But yeah, regardless of stats or anything like that, I don't think Nidus, because Nidus, think about it like this: Nidus
Alex?
doesn't have
Welcome
to
to the
actually
podcast.
fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he doesn't. Honestly,
Yeah.
Nidus
Nidus just sits back, while Chroma has to get up close and personal.
That is a pretty good fight though. I mean,
When
like
Chroma's-
if Chroma gets
when
up
Chroma
close,
Vex
it might be
armor-
over. Well,
Like,
but
if
he
we're
sucks
asking about
crunches
Vex
Vex
out.
armor is still
you-
timed.
We're not
Vex
trying
armor
to
is not
use
permanent.
gameplay mechanics, but would it be an infinite race then?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Vex armor still has a time limit. It's like a Kaioken effect.
Yeah, but it still could be. We don't know what the actual energy meter will be like for them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Assuming it's still giving them limits, Vex
Alright.
armor, to balance out Vex armor, it lasts only for a few seconds, like it does in the game.
What I've learned from this skirmish.
But he has the ability to switch energy, not during Vex armor, but he has the
Ooh,
ability.
I
to
wish that was just his
rotate.
normal kit. Chroma would be.
I agree. I agree.
Was. I
Like
swear
you
if
could
he
just,
switch-
like you could just hit
Like,
alt
if
fire
they-
and switch colors.
Yeah, if they made his Spectral Scream a alt switch for elements, and he still has Spectral Scream, like you hold for Spectral Scream, and then you
To
press
use it?
for elemental
Yep.
changes, yeah, that would be fucking dope. Like, I'll make Chroma so good.
But yeah, assuming he could color change, Vex armor
there
is
any-
under a few seconds.
Is there any frames in the game that can actually switch their energy colors? Because that
No.
might be what's holding it back, like particles.
Nope. Nobody can
That's
do that.
probably why. I don't think anybody actually did that, and I'm gonna check up cosmetics. But I mean, it kind of can already, because if your channel has different color, energy color than from your Warframe, it doesn't mess up, and it's basically doing the same thing.
It's two different models though.
Yeah, I get that. And I guess they will have, to like make sure that the buffs happen the way they're supposed to.
That's true. Because it'd be a whole new mechanic, and then they'd have to rewrite Chroma and rewrite it that it would affect color, and that Chroma does this when this color. It would bring more design to Chroma, but I think they're not trying to favorite frames.
You know what they could do? They could have you select each energy color or each elemental color for yourself, like have a separate UI for that when you're customizing Chroma, and then have the thing there so it wouldn't break. You still have those set
That
colors.
would work. That would work if it was a solo game.
You said what? I didn't hear you. You kind of cut out.
It would work
It'll work
if it was a solo
solo.
game, but due to the fact that everybody has different internet and things and stuff like that, let's say somebody's lagging and they have to choose that, that would affect everybody else.
And you was going for your health Chroma for a second, but it didn't actually register. You got the red energy, but it's still doing toxic Chroma stuff. I can see how that could fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh, how was that do that? But yeah, I do actually want it to be in blue. Oh. Mesa versus Excalibur.
Excalibur will probably deflect the
I was
bullet.
gonna say, Exalted Blade actually has 100. Well, not 100. It has
Does
75%
Mesa
auto
have the
dodge.
ability? Does Mesa have Mesa's waltz?
Yeah, we can give it that argument. But
Yeah,
if we give
because
her that
I would say that argument is
then
something she should kind of already be able to do.
If we give her that
But
argument,
does
okay.
Excalibur have
That's a good
chromatic
argument,
blade?
But if we're giving augments, then we need to give Excalibur either radial, the one that when he uses radial blind, he gets
Or
damage
chromatic
boost,
blade, man.
or chromatic
That's
blade.
an augment though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mesa's waltz is
that's what
lit.
I'm saying.
No, Mesa's waltz is literally something she should already have.
I can see what you mean. Like it's just walking, but I don't know. There might be a reason why she can't walk when she's doing it.
Game-wise, it's just to not make her so broken. That's why. Because it was
Okay.
the old Mesa, like the very old
I
Mesa.
have enough.
Old Mesa
You
didn't
guys
have a
have enough
blinding
refinement?
effect.
Does Excalibur have super jump as well?
Oh my gosh!
You know,
We don't
fuck
need
yeah,
those.
yes, super jump. Just give him
No,
super
we're
jump.
not taking away an ability for some fucking super jump, okay?
Nah, man, we're
I don't have that
just gonna
refinement.
give him it. We're just
I don't
gonna
have
add
the
that onto
refinement,
it.
but I have it at flawless.
Huh?
I do not have the refinement, but I have it at flawless.
All accounted for.
Wait for which one? Which key?
You already okay.
T3. Got you.
That's what I'm saying. I'll just let you guys run it.
I mean, I could just give you one of them radiant.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need Chroma like that. I already have them. I'll just let you guys go. But
So
yeah.
I feel like
I don't know, because
Excalibur will
if Mesa
like
can-
blind her. Well, no, she's already blind.
Yeah,
Is she?
that's true.
You
Mason
don't got
technically, yes.
Yeah, she's
No,
blind.
Mason does not have eyes. She has a blindfold on.
So he'll just have to
that
keep
can't
deflecting the
work.
bullets and probably slash dash her, but I feel like Excalibur might fuck up, try to use radial blind.
If we're talking about an actual fight, radial javelin would be way more effective than it is in the game.
Assuming
also
that it's
just-
actual javelins coming up and being thrown again, like it used to be.
True.
Yeah. That would be kind of hard to dodge, even with bullet jumps.
You'll have to use super jump, turn invisible,
I'm
or
just
no,
trying to
she
think-
can't see.
I'm just trying to think because ballistic battery is her first move, and it applies to shots, and that would tear through a warframe. I'm just saying, it'd be one shot, one kill. And her
I feel
aim
like
is
Mesa
really good.
wins. Yeah, Mesa would win
say
that.
Mesa, yeah, I can see Mesa winning. It just depends on what kind of Excalibur. Like, are we talking like a full?
Is it Prime? Is it Umbra?
No,
like,
is it like a?
Can you hear me kind of draw? Can you hear me
Is
kind of
it
draw?
like? is it like an Excalibur that's really charging for her life and playing offensively, or is it like a?
It's like a really technical
evasive?
Excalibur.
Yeah.
But I feel like
would say
Excalibur will
offensive.
fuck up. Like I feel like Excalibur will pull like a Krillin move, use radial blind even though she's already blind, and that'll be his life. I feel like that'll probably happen.
Oh my god. Leave Krillin alone.
Oh man, I just feel like Excalibur's gonna fuck up like that.
Stupid. It was stupid.
The way that they
No,
showed it
I-
to be.
I'm gonna give it to Mesa just because if you get close to Mesa, you're getting pieced up.
True. And then you already
So,
know that
you know.
like you can't deflect that many bullets at once. I don't care who you are.
Well, he can actually.
He'll still take
He
damage
can, but
though.
Mesa, I would say he would take some of the shots just because Mesa shoots very fast.
Okay,
and
let's just
she
decide
doesn't
it
just
like
shoot
this.
one.
He could block her move, but she can keep shooting. So who has the bigger energy pool in the actual
Mesa.
game? And
Mesa.
Mesa will win.
Yeah.
I think
That's what I was
Mesa's
about to
so
say.
good
If
too.
she can walk and shoot, she'll just, even if she doesn't move, I cannot see Excalibur winning, because if he uses slash dash, it's not like he gets armor. It's not like he gets damage reduction. He just comes
He
at you with the
does, but
slash.
he wouldn't get that in an actual fight.
Right, because Mace's damage is too high with her shots, and being the gunslinger that she is, her precision is really good, so all she would hit are headshots.
True.
He's just a victor.
Yeah. I'm gonna give that one to Mesa.
Yeah, same.
Oh, you know what
or
make that fight even more unfair?
what?
If they got the weapons that they came with. Like the ones that they came into the game
Yeah,
with. So what
that
the
would,
hell
because
comes with the
Mesa would have the Redeemer, he would have the Lotto and the Skana.
And
cool.
give her the
no, and she
Redeemer
has the
Prime.
Rubico.
Give her the Redeemer Prime and Act Jagger Prime, man. She'll be the GOAT.
Umbra doesn't even have anything besides the tire. That would be pretty dope to see. It doesn't really do anything except for give him extra range.
With the Sky Audi?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It also depends on which Excalibur
It's a
though.
little more
Like,
invisible,
is
but-
it like Excalibur Prime or is it Excalibur Umbra? Radial, Howl, or Blind? Which one?
Now look, if we're talking
Nobody
about
likes-
mad, like if we're talking about
likes
insane
Prime.
Umbra, that's a different story because that nigga wasn't taking no damage.
Against Mesa?
Yeah, like
You
is it
fought him
Prime or
in the
Umbra?
quest. Insane Umbra was stupid.
Yeah. That's just because they gave him a lot of stat boosts for us to be able to get a challenge out of it. Assuming it's a Ravaging Umbra, I just still see the headshot because Mesa goes for headshots.
Yeah.
That's kind of her thing. And Ballistic Battery turns people into potatoes. But if we gave them the weapons they came with, I would make Excalibur even more pointless because she has shooting gallery, no guns work.
True.
True.
And she doesn't even have to use that, she can just use Shatter Shield, no bullets work. So he would have to fight hand to hand, or not hand to hand, weapon. Yeah. Which in another case, still the Redeemer, it's a gun and a weapon, so she can literally just
And
pop
it's
him.
silent,
Right.
apparently.
That's weird, because that shit shoots loud as hell, but
Kapoom!
I don't think
didn't
that
hear
would be
that.
his win.
Although that would kind of make it Umbra up against a non-prime.
I mean, even Mesa Prime.
you're
Assuming
thinking
she
of
still
Mesa
has, yeah, assuming she still has all the abilities, I still think she would tear through him. And I think it's only a disadvantage because she's ranged. He's very close range.
Do you think if they actually did break through her bullets that he would actually have a chance to cut her?
No one would get past Peacekeeper. Or
Because I'll give
Peacemaker.
you this. I'll say this: if anybody get hit by an Exalted Blade, that's a GG. You're not getting up.
Especially if you just
Like,
keep
even 1 or 2
slashing.
slashes, that's it. You dead.
Mesa's very nimble though. That's why.
So technically she wouldn't see it coming though.
though.
Nah. Hold up.
She's not blind, Ronald. She has awareness.
That she wouldn't see it coming.
That's what I'm saying. What are you talking about? She doesn't have to see it. That's why she has the blindfold.
They do try to hype up Excalibur's speed though. They didn't say he was like no Volt or no Nezha, but they do
He
say he's
is fast, but the Exalted Blade itself does not go very fast.
I see what you mean.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. She would have a window to dodge. He would have to corner her somehow, but getting close, that's still
Ash
either a
versus
ballistic
Rhino.
battery.
Thinking Shuriken Ash versus Piercing Roar Rhino.
Ash.
What ability do you think gives him the edge?
Blade Storm, Shadow Clones.
Nearby.
Actually, I wonder how those do play out, like, outside of the game.
It would be like multi-Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Yeah, wouldn't it be multi-shadow clone?
But the clones would come in. Yeah, I was about to say the clones would come in for only killing attacks. Like they would specifically come in and try to go for a killing attack.
Although, I think that Iron Skin would turn more into a duration ability outside of the
That's
game.
what I was about to say.
And it'll
Yeah,
actually be like full invulnerability.
yeah. I think he could take some hits with Iron Skin since he's technically invincible. And due to the fact that that's kind of his specialty, he could probably just relayer it if it's.
What would Rhino Stomp do outside of the game? Because that breaks time.
It would still do the same effect, like throw them up in the air.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
But I think that foot might be too slow for him to drop.
I don't know though, because I feel Ash would play more ranged.
Yeah, I think Rhino would
Unless
only
there's a
use Rhino
stop.
Stomp as a last resort.
I think he would do it just to finish the fight off faster. I'm gonna give it to Rhino actually, because he just has more. It would take a longer time for Ash to kill Rhino than Rhino to kill Ash.
What the hell? What's that? Oh,
I feel like Rhino would just break Ash apart if he got close enough.
ooh, pure essence. What is this? What the heck? This is a fire hyena? Bulldog? We must complete synthesis so I can get me that PlayStation 400.
I think I'm gonna play Paladins.
Okay, what's another matchup? Let's see. Titania versus... Shit, never mind. I don't think I want to put any of those gods up against anybody else outside.
I was about to
of
say they're kind of I was about to say they're more of a Nezha up until
Nidus versus Chroma? Oh, we already did
I
that.
already said that. Yeah, I would say anybody from Nezha up until
Ooh.
Gara, they're kind of in a
versus
spot of their
Ivara.
own. Nezha versus Ivara. I already did Ivara versus Loki, but I feel like Ivara just has advantage because she can erase her existence pretty much.
I was hoping he had an actual chance against her bow with his warding halo.
Undetected large.
I don't know, because Navigator does make the bow pretty critical.
I don't even know
feel like
how that
Navi-
momentum works.
Oh, if you just move around for a little bit, the crit meter will go up.
No, I get that. I'm just talking about like outside of gameplay mechanics. Like you turn the arrow completely.
I would assume it would work like what's his nuts in Naruto, his bow, his
Oh, the
velocity
bone
and all that
dude,
shit.
the spider dude.
Yeah, I assume it would just work like that with velocity and angle. It would do a lot more damage.
I guess Ivara is just too strong then. Let's see. But Excalibur is a poster boy. So unless if he's fighting other basic frames, I think he kind of takes the cake. Especially against Volt.
Revenant versus Necros.
Are they surrounded by enemies?
Yes, Necros has full control of bringing people on.
How many enemies does Necros, or how many ghouls does Necros already have under control right now?
Let's just imagine a whole.
All right, I'm. So
That's actually pretty good. I'm trying to think now.
I would say.
Can Revenant take over his with sleep?
Yes.
Aw, that's gay.
Well, he doesn't sleep. He doesn't sleep enemies. He has
wait, if I
Revenant on the scale. Revenant
Oberon!
is a higher.
I got another freaking frame.
hey, unlock for us. Woo! Hey, we got it. Oh, Limbo?
I know. I saw that. I'm like, yo, but I won't come up.
Yeah.
I got another relic for the helmet. I think I have 2.
Limbo Prime. You will be mine eventually.
Excellent work, Tenno.
And then after that, all I need is the blueprint. Hopefully, I can get the helmet.
I would say Revenant just because Revenant's a higher scale of power when it comes to controlling.
Long range hero versus
Alright, I'm gonna hop on Paladins now, Center.
long range hero versus. Oh, hero with like any type of sniper and this critical ability.
Oh, that's fair.
Podcast being transferred.